What's up, y'all? It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your UFC Orlando recap. What a phenomenal show! What a phenomenal show! I enjoyed this show from top to bottom. How well we didn't? I don't think we did too well on the picks, though. I'm not gonna lie. We did 8 of 14, so we did all right. It wasn't a bad night, but man, what a card, man! What a card. Let's talk. We start off the card with a finish. Um, Yasmin Uruguay finished Estelle Nunez. That was a good round, good decent fight. They both hurt each other, and then she ended up Yasmin ended up hurting Nunez near the end. Francis Marshall with an insane knockout over Marcel Rojo in the second round, which was nuts. I felt bad for Rojo. Natan Levy with a decent decision win over Geronimo Valdez, which I felt like Natan Levy did not look that great. And yeah, I don't think that's anything to brag about. Then my guy Darren Elkins lost to JSP. Man, this was a good fight while it lasted. JSP was just a better overall MMA fighter over here, just better in every aspect of MMA than Darren Elkins. Only thing that kept Elkins awake was his toughness and his strength, and I got a lot of respect for Darren Elkins. No matter what issue we had before, I got a lot of respect for him, man. Keep your head up, Darren Elkins. Next fight, Michael Johnson versus Mark Dukeski. Michael Johnson looked really good here. His takedown defense looked strong. His striking looked good. Dukeski just fought a really dumb fight and tried to play a counter striking fight if he couldn't get the takedowns, and he just couldn't initiate enough. And Michael Johnson just kept it on the feet, had good pressure, and had good takedown defense. His wrestling was really solid here. And Mark Dukeski found out that he can't wrestle against everyone. Next fight, Clay Guida versus Scott Holtzman. This was a close fight. Scott actually did retire after this, and Scott had a decent career. He has a win over Jim Miller. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just Clay Guida was the more active fighter. This was a close fight, man. It was fun and competitive. Clay got some big takedowns, and Scott showed some good takedown defense. But overall, Clay Guida was just a better, more active fighter in there. Angela Hill versus Emily Ducout. Fucking Ducout, man, she fought horrible. She made Angela Hill look like I don't know. I don't know what I saw that day. That was Oh man, if you guys saw the reaction, you guys saw how pissed I was. Angela Hill fucking styled on Emily Ducout, and Emily Ducout should be ashamed of herself. That's all I'm gonna say. What's up with my guy Fuego? What's up? What's up? Philip Rowe versus Nico Price. What a phenomenal fight. Philip Rowe was leading. He won the first 2 rounds. Then Nico hurts Philip Rowe bad in the third round. Almost fucking finishes Philip Rowe, and then Philip Rowe from the ashes is able to get up and then finishes Nico Price in the third round. What a phenomenal third round. One of the best rounds of the year. I fucking loved it. Man, it was a good performance. Philip Rowe proved that he belonged. Nico Price, keep your head up. He showed that he still got it in there. He just has to fight a little smarter. That's all you got to do with Nico is you got to hope he makes a mistake before you do. But yeah, Philip Rowe was able to get that victory there and a good win. Eric Anders versus Kyle Dawkins. Man, this is probably one of Eric Anders' best performances in a very long time. You'd have to go to maybe his Darren Stewart fight in the first one where he got a disqualification. He looked amazing against Kyle Dawkins. The shots he was landing, he was hurting Kyle Dawkins. He did land a headbutt in there, which it is what it is, but he hurt Kyle Dawkins even before the headbutt. The takedown defense was legit, and just that overhand he landed that forced Kyle to go for a single leg, and then he was able to sprawl and then land some good ground and pound was fucking clean. Eric Anders should be very proud of himself. He had a really good performance against Kyle Dawkins, and Dawkins, man, what a fall from grace, man. A lot of people thought he was going to be the guy after the Holland victory or the Holland fight, and it wasn't his day. Next fight, Roman Dolidze versus Jack Hermanson. Roman Dolidze looked amazing in this fight. I thought Jack won the first round and he was doing good, but anytime this fight got to the ground, he was one step ahead of Hermanson, and I was in shock. It's almost like Hermanson should have never took it to the ground. He had the striking advantage, and Roman made Hermanson pay. This was a beautiful transition. He even did in the first round where he was able to get on top. But this last transition he got the calf slicer, was able to get Hermanson on his stomach and just landed beautiful ground and pound. And yeah, man, that was an amazing performance by Roman Dolidze. I was in shock. Jack Hermanson, I thought Jack Hermanson had made a breakthrough in his career after the Chris Curtis fight, but man, it seems like he got caught, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like, it was a really bad moment for Hermanson, man. I feel kind of bad for him. No, he didn't get a fluke. Luke called him out. Props to MJ. My second favorite moment of the night. Watch Luke call him out. Also, Clay had a good fight. Yeah, he did. He did. And then Sergey Pavlovich versus Tai Tuivasa. What a destruction! If we haven't seen Sergey Pavlovich arrive today, he fucking arrived. He murdered Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa has never been treated like that. Yes, there is some questions about his return date. Was it too soon? But man, Sergey Pavlovich took care of Tai Tuivasa a lot easier than Cyril Gahn. A lot easier than a lot of the other guys that have beat Tai Tuivasa and beat him on the feet. Sergey Pavlovich is a problem. I still think guys like not Chris Curtis. I think guys like Curtis Blades and Francis Ngannou beat Sergey Pavlovich, but man, Sergey Pavlovich versus Aspinall is a close fight. It is a close fight. I would give the edge to Aspinall because he has a grappling advantage, but it is a close fight. Him versus Volkov is a close fight. This guy is legit. This guy is legit on the feet, and you have to respect him. Props to Rowe for the crazy comeback. Would Sergey teach Aspinall respect? I don't know. Sergey Pavlovich teaching respect. Hopefully they can stop crying about the Lewis fight. Next up, Matheus Nicolau versus Matt Schnell. Matheus Nicolau looked amazing in this fight. The counters were amazing. He was luring Matt Schnell to that lead hook counter all night long. Caught him in the first round. Then he drops him actually with a cross, and then he completely finishes him with a rear hook to the back of the head. It was a little kind of weird because it was to the back of the head. But man, Matheus Nicolau is a legit dude at flyweight, and someone to look forward to, man. He is 19-2, getting these KOs, just putting performances where you have to respect him, man. He's a lethal counter striker, decent grappling too. So good performance by Matheus Nicolau. Then at the co-main event, Rafael dos Anjos, we saw some old school action from RDA. He completely destroyed Brian Barberena, completely suffocated with his grappling, made it easy, took him out in two, subbed him in the second round with a beautiful rear naked choke. It was an easy night for RDA. He called out Conor McGregor. I'd love to see that fight. I think they owe us that fight. And at 170, I think it makes sense, man. Conor's coming back at 170. RDA is a former welterweight. He was a former top 5 welterweight at one point. He fought for a belt. I love the fight. I really, really do. And I'd like to see it. If Conor wants to step up to the plate, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Stipe Miociac's best fight for Stipe or for Pavlovich, yeah. And in the main event, Stephen Thompson styled on Kevin Holland. What a performance against Kevin Holland, man. Kevin had a good first round. I will give Kevin that. But after that, Thompson started to take over. And I told a lot of people on fucking YouTube, Thompson only fought bad against grapplers like Gilbert Burns and Bilal Muhammad. When he fights a striker, it's a different kind of game. The guy still got it. In my opinion, he's still one of the best strikers in the fucking game right now. You have to respect it. And he put it on Kevin Holland. He completely put it on him. And that was a beautiful performance. That fourth round where he's spamming fucking wheel kicks, head kicks, everything he can throw, the kitchen fucking sink at Kevin Holland was insane. The body kicks, everything, man. He put on a masterclass for that fourth round and that third round, man. He put it on Holland. Holland deserves nothing but respect for his toughness and his willingness to take those kind of shots. But, man, Stephen Thompson looked amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I think the fight to make is WonderBoy versus Michel Pierre. I love that fight. Unless WonderBoy decides to retire, I completely understand. But, yeah, I'd like to see Stephen Thompson versus Michel Pierre, RDA versus Conor, Pavlovich versus Aspinall. I think that's the fight that makes the most sense. Or Pavlovich versus Volkov. I like that fight too. Maybe Roman Dolidze versus Derek Brunson. I'd love to see that. that'd be awesome. There's a lot of great fights that can be made. UFC Orlando is the best fight night of the year. I don't think anyone can disagree. And yeah, I think he is the. I think this is the best fight night of the card. I enjoyed it from top to bottom. Yeah, there were some boring fights, but man, the main card fucking delivered. This is what a fight night should feel like. I enjoyed it. And yeah, man, this was an amazing card. 10 out of 10 card. I loved it. It was awesome. I went 8 out of 14 in terms of my picks, so I did all right. And yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. I'll answer some questions. Let me see these. Make Michelle Pierre fight 5 rounds to test that cardio. Colby seen a WonderBoy age, and he's a striker. He's smiling right now. I'm just saying, I know how you feel about Michelle. Volkov is his boy, Pavlo. Oh, for really cool. Okay, all right. I guess then you do Pavlovich versus Aspinall. All right, then you do that. But yeah, man, this is awesome card. Can't complain. But yeah, I do have to go, y'all. I just want to do this quick recap. So you guys said I didn't do a recap, but hope you guys enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 show. I loved this fight night. I enjoyed doing the stream with y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this little recap for as long as it lasted. Love y'all and goodbye. Follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing. I don't think Holland wants to win. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, probably. But yeah, love y'all. Goodbye. Your boy eBay's out of here. And yeah. And oh yeah, video coming out tomorrow. Full card predictions for UFC 282. And then we got a bunch of fucking breakdowns for the rest of the week. And then we're back next Saturday streaming again. Love y'all and goodbye.